Hello, hello testing. Hello check. 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 Hello. Hello, hello testing. Hello check. Hello, hello check. Hello, hello. Hello testing. Hello check. Hello.
മനോജ് കുമാർ അല്ല അനിൽകുമാർ അഡ്വക്കേറ്റ് അല്ല സൈഡിലിട്ടാതിടോ എനിക്ക്
check, hello check, hello testing, hello check.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the National University of Advanced Legal Studies, we extend a warm welcome to all. We have assembled here to witness the 17th annual convocation proceedings of our university. As you're aware, the erstwhile National Institute for Advanced Legal Studies, NIALS, was established in 2002 as a center of excellence for higher learning in law. With the invaluable contribution of all stakeholders and the consistent efforts of the authorities in particular, NIALS was able to transform into a university with the Kerala legislature enacting the National University of Advanced Legal Studies Act in 2005. The eighth in the series of national law schools, NIALS aims to impart instruction with the most current pedagogy and to encourage and enhance quality legal research.
The 17th batch of BA LLB Honours graduates admitted in 2018 and the LLM graduates of the one-year LLM program admitted in 2022 are being awarded the degrees at this convocation. 2 candidates are also awarded the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Law today. As part of the convocation, the Executive Council of the University, which met at 9:45 a.m. this morning, has supplicated grace on 125 candidates who were declared by the Board of Examiners to be qualified for their respective degrees. The proceedings of the convocation commences with a procession. The audience are requested to rise when the procession enters the convocation hall and remain standing till the dignitaries take their seats after the national anthem.
We request Honorable Mr. Justice S. Sirijagan, Vice Chancellor, to deliver the welcome address.
Chief guest of the occasion, Honorable Mr. Justice Sudhanshu Dhulia, Judge Supreme Court of India, and the visitor to Nuals, Honorable Mr. Justice A.J. Desai, Chancellor of Nuals and Chief Justice of the High Court of Kerala, Shri Haibi Eden, Member of Parliament, Honorable Advocate General of Kerala, Chairman Bar Council of Kerala, State Attorney, Law Secretary to the Government of Kerala, members of the Executive Council, General Council and Academic Council, Justice K. Radhakrishnan, former Judge, Supreme Court of India, family members of the students, dear students, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. I am extremely happy to welcome all of you to the most important occasion of the National University of Advanced Legal Studies, the 17th Annual Convocation. Today is the culmination of the concerted efforts of 70 BA LLB students, 53 LLM students, and 2 PhD research scholars who are the recipients of degrees of BA LLB Honours, LLM, and PhD. This institution, established by the Bar Council of Kerala in 2002, was transformed into a full-fledged university by an act of the Kerala legislature, namely the National University of Advanced Legal Studies Act 2005, as an institution of excellence in legal education and research. Nuals is now recognized as one of the best institutions of legal education in the country. Fortunately, Nuals has dedicated faculty, statutory officers and administrative staff. The management of the university is vested mainly in 3 authorities: the General Council, the Executive Council and the Academic Council. These authorities consist of distinguished and eminent personalities from the judiciary, executive, legislature and the academia. The Chief Justice of India or his nominee is the visitor to Nuals. Presently, as nominated by the Chief Justice of India, Honorable Mr. Justice Sudhanshu Dhulia, Judge, Supreme Court of India, is the visitor to Nuals. The Chief Justice of the High Court of Kerala, Honorable Mr. Justice Ashish Jitendra Desai, is the Chancellor of Nuals. Dr. R. Bindu, the Honorable Minister for Higher Education, Kerala, is the Pro-Chancellor of Nuals. I am grateful for the support given by the visitor, Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor and members of the Executive Council, General Council and Academic Council for the efficient conduct of the affairs of the University. Nuals has been blessed with generous endowments instituted by several well-wishers. The endowments are in the names of Advocate C.K. Shivashankarapanikar, Justice V.R. Krishnaya, Advocate T.R. Raman Pillai, Nuals Parent Teacher Association, Barrister M.K. Nambiar and Nani A. Palkewala. We hope to have further endowments in the near future. The campus of the university is situated in a 10-acre plot. The ambience at Nuals campus is visually apparent. We have an amenities center where we have the facility for gymnasium, table tennis and indoor games, besides facilities provided for football, cricket, basketball and volleyball. With a view to convert the campus as a green campus, planting of trees, green carpeting, rain harvesting and establishment of vegetable and fruit tree garden have been undertaken. Establishment of Eco Club is another important development. The members of the Eco Club started vegetable plantation with an objective to make self-sufficiency in vegetable for the use in the hostel mess. Now Nuals is fully powered by solar energy and we are producing 275 kW through the demand of the campus, though the demand of the campus is only 220 kW. So we are producing 55 kW of electricity in excess, which is transferred to the grid. The entire campus, including hostels, are Wi-Fi enabled with VPN facility. We have an auditorium, an open-air theatre, and one moot court hall with facility for video conferencing, an air-conditioned conference room for skill development exercises, and 10 air-conditioned smart classrooms with state-of-the-art technology. Development of the physical infrastructure is being done with the financial assistance of the Government of Kerala. We have 21 rooms built for the purpose of accommodating guests while conducting the academic programs. An international center of excellence in law in the name of Senior Advocate M.K. Damodaran, former Advocate General of Kerala, is currently established in the university. The center is aimed at ensuring that lawyers, teachers, students, government officials, social workers, and elected representatives of people are trained and sensitized to support the cause of the needy, and the same is intended to be achieved by short-term courses and undertaking of research projects and offering skill acquisition programs, development of ICT-based learning materials, socio-legal surveys, research publications, and assisting the government in policy formulations. The establishment of a documentation center, permanent legal aid clinic, and international research collaborations, including students and faculty exchange, would further promote the objectives of the center. Thus, the center is intended to be a unique one that focuses on legal education, legal and interdisciplinary research, law reforms, legal awareness, and legal aid, training, and documentation. As part of the organizational structure for the functioning of the MKD Center, a governing council with Honorable Chief Minister of Kerala as chairman, an administrative committee, and an academic board is in place. The university is moving ahead with the target of becoming a world-class university by 2030. In the current year, the innovative programs of NUALS have acquired new horizons. Several training programs have been completed by the finishing school, which prepares students for future careers. To strengthen the mentoring program, in addition to teacher mentors, professional mentors have been allotted to the third-year students on the basis of their career plans. The innovative program of certificate course with a foreign faculty was organized this year also. At present, NUAL's library has good collection of books, e-books, journals, and online collections. New aesthetic bookshelves have been purchased to organize and to stack the books more accessible with ease to the students. At present, the faculty of NUALS comprises of 11 permanent, 2 tenure track, 1 contract, and 17 guest stroke visiting faculty. In addition, there are 9 adjunct professors from the judiciary and 9 professors and associate professors from the legal profession. We have 3 professors from USA, 1 professor from UK, and 1 professor from Europe as visiting faculty. The admissions to the undergraduate and master's programs are made through an all-India level admission test for the national law universities in India, which is commonly called CLAT. During the last year, 2 new master's programs in law have been started. The 3-year executive LLM program is meant for legal professionals having minimum 5 years of experience. 35% seats are reserved for judicial officers, 35% for practicing advocates, 20% for law officers in public sector, and 10% for law officers in private sector. The 5-year integrated LLM PhD program started during the last year attracts brilliant law students. During the period of 2-year LLM studies, rupees 20,000 per month, and for 3-year PhD period, an additional contingent grant of rupees 30,000 per year are being paid to the students of the program. We have a students' council which is coordinated by a faculty member. In co-curricular activities also, the students are very active and they have won laurels in cultural competitions. Nuals are the winners of the 15th edition of the Nelson Mandela World Human Rights Moot Court Competition. The event took place in the European headquarters of the UN at Geneva from 17th to 21st July 2023. In the history of this moot court, it is the first time an Indian university has become the winner. Our students have secured top positions in the global rounds, International Criminal Court Moot Court Competition, Oxford Prize Media Moot, and multiple other prestigious national moot court competitions. Nual's Law Journal, a peer-reviewed publication of the Students' Council, is brought out annually. Further, we have the Environment, Law and Society Journal and Nual's Intellectual Property Law Review. The entire Nual's family is highly blessed with the august presence of Honorable Mr. Justice Sudhanshu Thulia, Judge Supreme Court of India and our visitor. His Lordship did his early schooling in Dehradun, Allahabad and Lucknow. He did his Masters in Modern History in the year 1983 and LLB in the year 1986. His Lordship began his practice on the civil and constitutional side before the High Court of Judicature at Allahabad, before shifting his practice to the newly created High Court of the State of Uttarakhand at Nainital, where he was designated as senior advocate in June 2004. His Lordship was elevated as a judge of the Uttarakhand High Court, Chief Justice of the Guwahati High Court, and later elevated as a judge of the Supreme Court of India on the 9th of May 2022. I, on behalf of the University, welcome His Lordship to this momentous occasion. Nuals is extremely fortunate to have the Chief Justice of the Kerala High Court, Honorable Mr. Justice A.J. Desai, as our Chancellor, whose father, late Mr. Justice Jitendra P. Desai, was a judge of the High Court of Gujarat from 1983 to 1989. His Lordship graduated in BA Economics from St. Xavier's College, Ahmedabad in the year 1982. Obtained the law degree from Sir L.A. Shaw Law College, Ahmedabad in the year 1985. Was enrolled as an advocate with Bar Council of Gujarat on 27/11/1985. His Lordship was elevated as an additional judge High Court of Gujarat on 21st November 2011 and confirmed as permanent judge on 6/9/2013. Later, His Lordship was appointed as the acting Chief Justice of the High Court of Gujarat before being appointed as the present Chief Justice of the High Court of Kerala on 22nd of July 2023. I, on behalf of the University, welcome His Lordship to this momentous occasion. Dr. R. Bindu, Honorable Minister for Higher Education, Government of Kerala, is the Pro-Chancellor of this university. Honorable Minister has PhD in English language and literature and rich experience as the faculty member and principal of a first-grade college. She was active in public life and community service for the last 4 decades. She was also the mayor of the Corporation of Thrissur. Unfortunately, having been laid up, she is unable to be present here on this momentous occasion. However, I wish her a speedy recovery from her illness and all best wishes. To conclude, let me place on record my deep sense of gratitude to the esteemed members of the Executive Council, General Council and the Academic Council, to the faculty, the registrar and other members of the administrative staff who have been a source of strength for the day-to-day activities of NUALS, not forgetting the parents and students who are so precious in bringing life to NUALS. I welcome one and all to this prestigious occasion. I also welcome Justice K.S. Radhakrishnan, former Judge of the Supreme Court of India, to this august gathering. Finally, I place on record the gratitude on my behalf and on behalf of the University to the Honorable Chief Minister of Kerala, Shri Pinarayi Vijayan, for the unstinted support extended to us in the matter of settlement of a long-term liability of term loans availed from the Kerala Bank for setting up the university's initial infrastructure. It is only because of his very personal and timely intervention that this was possible. NUALS will always remain indebted to him for this great gesture. We also expect further help from the Honorable Chief Minister for establishing further hostels in this campus. With the help of the Kerala government, we hope to expand the infrastructure facilities like hostels for the students in the campus itself, and efforts in that direction are in progress. Today, 125 students are receiving the degree certificate. I am sure that you are well-trained human power in terms of knowledge, skills and values. Now, NUALS has acquired the position as one of the top 10 law universities in India through the strengthening of the physical infrastructure, digital infrastructure, intellectual infrastructure and emotional infrastructure. Our target is to be in the top 10 law schools in the Asia Pacific within 5 years and to be one of the best law schools of the world within 10 years. Being the part of the intellectual infrastructure and emotional infrastructure, your constant support is required for achieving this end. In spite of the hostile atmosphere generated as a result of the pandemic COVID-19 situation, you have achieved your target and proved that your adversary quotient, which is the capacity to convert obstacles as opportunities, is very high. Out of the 67 LLB students graduating, 35 students got placed and 25 students have opted for higher education. We hope that the remaining 7 students will join the legal profession. I wish all success for all of you in your future career and life. Thank you. I request the Honorable Chancellor to kindly declare the convocation open.
I declare the convocation open. Let the candidates for the degree rise. Do you promise that you will faithfully and carefully fulfill the duties of the profession for which you have qualified yourselves? That you will on all occasions maintain its purity and reputation, and that you will never deviate from the straight path of its honorable exercise by making your knowledge subservient to unworthy ends?
Professor Dr. Mini S., Chairperson, Board of Studies, will present the candidates for admission to the BA LLB Honours degree by the Honourable Chancellor. Madam, please.
I have the honor to present to you, sir, the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Laws Honours. They have been found qualified for the BA LLB Honours degree, to which I pray they may be admitted.
Candidates taking the degree of BA LLB Honours in person will please stand forward. by virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chancellor of the National University of Advanced Legal Studies, Kochi, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Laws honors in this university.
The Chairperson, Board of Studies, will now read out the names of the candidates receiving the BA LLB Honours degree in person. The candidates, as their names are called, may please proceed to receive the degree.
Aditya Krishnan, Abhirami O, Adarsh V, Aditya Lal, Alisha VR, Amia P, Anamika MJ, Anita Matthew, Ansi Nasir Safal, Anita Jose, Anjali KP, Ankit Malya, Aparna Panikar, Aparna Rajivan, Archana PP, Ashwin Sadish Nair, Ashwin Pradeep, Vaidyuda, Erika Judith Vivera, Gayatri Ashish Nair, Giri Aravind, Gino Matthews Raju, Jissi Rajesh, Hari Govind Menon, Nasrin Haider, Kaveri Mohan, Kavya Jitendran, Kirekiniyat Hamna Vidyam, Krishnavarna CS, Mahati U, Meenakshi, Nitika Manoj, Neha Maria Anjani, Nikita Martha Giju, P. Pooja, Purvi Erappareddy, Pragya Narayan, Rachel Mary Jacob, Rishiga Reddy Billa, Shamila Jibin, Sri Jumon V.S., Sri Lakshmi U. Warrior, Sri Lakshmi Ben, Varun M. Nair, Fahad Abdul Rahman, Reshma A.R., Megha Vijay Kumar, Anita Elizabeth Babu, Rubaiya Tasneem, Aswino Sheej S, Albert Benjamin, H. Ananda Shankar, Amitabh Shankar, Fatima Tansiha, Angelina Joy, Arvind Shankar M, A.S. Abhiram, Chilsi P, Ritika Sisira Richan, Ganesh V,
The chairperson, Board of Studies, would now read out the names of the candidates receiving the BA LLB Honours degree in absentia for admission by the Honourable Chancellor.
Bhonagiri Praneeth, Dilthar Hamatti, Vidya S. Kumar, Ridigesh Anand, Nihal Sahu N.A., Rahul Nair, Sagar Roshan, Ashwin C. Paniker, Nitin S., Anas bin Ibrahim.
I admit them to the BA LLB Honours degree in absentia.
The chairperson, Board of Studies, will present the candidates for admission to the LLM degree by the Honourable Chancellor. Madam, please.
I have the honor to present to you, sir, the candidates for the degree of Master in Laws. they have been found qualified for the LLM degree, to which I pray they may be admitted.
Candidates taking the degree of Masters of Laws LLM in person will please stand forward. By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chancellor of the National University of Advanced Legal Studies, Kochi, I admit you to the degree of Masters of Laws LLM in the university.
We request the Chairperson, Board of Studies, to read out the names of the candidates receiving the LLM degree in person. The candidates, as their names are called, may please proceed to receive the degree.
Ashwati Jayaraj, Chandrasekhar V. Pillai, Ayushi Ocha, Indulekha A.L., Vivek Aram, Anandashankar A. Karta, Kiran Bisht, Gopal Krishna, Aryan Verma, Surya Maria Kurian, Anubhav Vatsa, Dhanush C.A., Bini P.B., Rajat Raj A.R., A. Lakshmi, Ashwini V. Dev, Anju Simon, Aishwarya, Aishwarya Lakshmi V.M., Ansar K.A., M.R. Vaishnavi Krishnan, Thanya Matthew, Aishwarya Krishnan, Mughal Jahid Baig, Siddharth Ben, Abhirami V. Raju, D.V.V.S. Praneeth, Preeti Reddy, Anjana Krishnan, Namida Neetu Balachandran, Jeevan Joy, Vishwanath Jain, Anagha Haridas, Akhil Ganesh, Mittu MP Jos, Vaishnavi SS, Drishya MS, Gogul Das CM, Murali Krishnan RB, Reshma R, Sahla, Arati Manoj, Arati P, Hannah Kurian, Samyukta H. Nair, Dheeraj G.R., Arjun V.S.
The Chairperson, Board of Studies, will now read out the names of the candidates receiving the LLM degree in absentia for admission by the Honorable Chancellor.
Vaishali Chauhan, Akash Kumar, Rashmi Tiwari, Chittis Parashar, Joel Varghese, Asavari Soni.
I admit them to the degree of Masters of Laws LLM in absentia.
The Chairperson, Board of Studies, will present the candidates for admission to the PhD degree by the Honorable Chancellor.
I have the honor to present to you, sir, the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Laws. They have been found qualified for the PhD degree, to which I pray they may be admitted.
The candidates taking the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, PhD in person, will please stand forward. By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chancellor of the National University of Advanced Legal Studies, Kochi, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, PhD in this university.
We request the Chairperson, Board of Studies, to read out the name of the candidate receiving the PhD degree in person. The candidate, as his name is called, may please proceed to receive the degree.
Shriti S. Nambiar,
The Chairperson, Board of Studies, would now read out the name of the candidate receiving the PhD degree in absentia for admission by the Honorable Chancellor.
Vishnu Nair,
I admit the candidate in absentia for degree of Doctor of Philosophy PhD in this university.
Thank you, sir. It is now the time for the award of medals. First, the C.K. Shivashankara Panikkar Memorial Endowment Gold Medal for the first rank holder of the BA LLB Honours degree. Late C.K. Shivashankara Panikkar was the Advocate General and the Chairman, Bar Council of Kerala. A doyen among the lawyers, he had also served in the capacity of the President of the Kerala High Court Bar Association. In that capacity, he was instrumental in the conception of the Advocates Welfare Fund scheme. Loved and respected by all, he was associated with several social and cultural organizations. He has also authored several books related to law and literature. He was an inspiration for the budding lawyers. We are happy to announce the award of the C.K. Shivashankara Panikkar Medal instituted in his memory by the members of his family and well-wishers. The award is for the first rank holder of the BA LLB Honours degree. The Chairperson, Board of Studies, will announce the name of the recipient.
Miss Neha Maria Anthony.
We request Honorable Mr. Justice K.S. Radhakrishnan, former Judge, Supreme Court of India, son of late C.K. Shivashankara Panikkar, to kindly hand over the medal to our chief guest. Honorable Mr. Justice Sudhanshu Dhulia, Judge, Supreme Court of India, who will award it to the candidate.
Thank you, sir. Justice B.R. Krishna Iyer Memorial Endowment Gold Medal is instituted by the Sharada Krishna Sadgamaya Foundation for Law and Justice. It is awarded to the student with highest credits in constitutional law. As you all are aware, Justice V.R. Krishna Iyer has contributed immensely to the growth of jurisprudence and the rule of law in the country. A brilliant and eminent lawyer, the first Home Minister of the state of Kerala, member of the Law Commission, judge at the Kerala High Court and Supreme Court. Justice Iyer lives high in the hearts of many, the downtrodden, the poor, the laborers, the peasants, the socially displaced and deprived, besides the vast community of jurists, lawyers and other intellectuals. He was closely associated with Newell's from its very inception. Justice Iyer had donated valuable books to the Newell's library, enabling us to open a V.R. Krishna Iyer corner. We are happy to announce the Justice V.R. Krishna Iyer Memorial Endowment Gold Medal to the student with highest credits in constitutional law of BA LLB Honours Degree Examination. The Chairperson, Board of Studies, will announce the name of the recipient.
Mr. Gino Matthews.
We request Advocate Sanant Ramakrishnan, representative of the Sharada Krishna Sadgamaya Foundation for Law and Justice, to kindly hand over the medal to our chief guest, who will award it to the candidate.
Thank you, sir. Next is the T.R. Raman Pillai Memorial Endowment Gold Medal instituted in the memory of late Sri T.R. Raman Pillai, senior advocate by the members of his family. It is awarded to the student who secures the highest marks for the subjects in criminal law in the BA LLB Honours Degree Examination. Shri T.R. Raman Pillai started his practice at the Subcourt Vaikom in 1950. He was appointed as Additional Government Pleader and Public Prosecutor in the year 1961 and later was appointed as the District Government Pleader in 1961 and later was appointed as the District Government Pleader. Shri Raman Pillai has appeared for the defence in many sensational murder cases. He was also appointed as a Special Prosecutor by the Forest Department to the Kannan Devan Hills acquisition case. The Chairperson, Board of Studies PG, will announce the name of the recipient.
Again, Miss Neha Maria Anthony.
We request our Chief Guest to kindly award the medal to the candidate.
Thank you, sir. The Noal's Parent Teacher Association Gold Medal is awarded to the student who has secured the second rank for the BA LLB Honours Degree Examination. The award consists of a gold medal and a certificate. The Chairperson, Board of Studies, will announce the name of the recipient.
Miss Mahadi Yu.
We request our Chief Guest to kindly award the medal to the candidate.
Thank you, sir. The M.K. Nambiar Endowment Gold Medal in Public Law is awarded to the student who has secured the highest marks in Constitutional Law and Administrative Law in BA LLB Honours Degree Examination. The M.K. Nambiar Endowment has been instituted by Sri K.K. Venugopal, former Attorney General for India, in the name of his illustrious father, Barrister M.K. Nambiar, with a corpus of ₹50 lakhs. Shri M.K. Nambiar came to Madras and set up practice in the Madras High Court in 1947. He was associated with several leading constitutional cases. Notable cases which he argued, in which important principles of constitutional jurisprudence were laid down, included the A.K. Gopalan case, Kerala Agrarian Reforms case, Kerala Education Bill case, the Privy Purse case, the Golaknath case, bank nationalization case, etc. His arguments were always helpful to the court in interpreting important constitutional provisions, particularly in respect of fundamental rights. A renowned lawyer and a person known for his affable temperament, Shri Nambiar has authored several articles on constitutional law. The Chairperson, Board of Studies, will announce the name of the recipient.
Again, Mr. Gino Matthews Judge.
We request our Chief Guest to kindly award the medal to the candidate.
Thank you, sir. Justice H.R. Khanna once said, "If a count were to be made of the 10 top lawyers of the world, I have no doubt that Mr. Palkhiwala's name would find a prominent place therein." There have been occasions when his advocacy reached great heights, and long after we have heard him, we find his words echoing in our memory and leaving a trail of present remembrance. One of India's eminent jurists, philanthropists, and legal scholars, Palkhiwala stood out for his ethical values and humility. It is a matter of great pride and honor for Newells that the Nani Palkhiwala Foundation has instituted in his honor the Nani A. Palkhiwala Gold Medal for the first rank holder in the LLM degree examination. The chairperson, Board of Studies, will announce the name of the recipient.
Nani Palkiwala Memorial Gold Medal 2023 goes to Mr. Chandrasekhar V. Pillai.
We request our chief guest to kindly award the medal to the candidate.
Thank you, sir. Honorable Mr. Justice Sudhanshu Dhulia was born on August 10, 1960. He did his earlier schooling from Dehradun, Allahabad and Lucknow. Graduated in the year 1981 and completed his Masters in Modern History in the year 1983 and LLB in the year 1986. Initially practiced on the civil and constitutional side before the High Court of Judicature at Allahabad. Later shifted his practice to the newly created High Court of the state of Uttarakhand at Nainital. Designated as a senior advocate in June 2004. Elevated as a permanent judge of Uttarakhand High Court on November 1st, 2008. Took oath as the Chief Justice of Guwahati High Court on 10th January 2021. Elevated as the Judge of the Supreme Court and assumed charge on 9th May 2022. Respected Chief Guest, Honorable Mr. Justice Sudhanshu Dhulia, Judge, Supreme Court of India, may we have the honor to request you, sir, to deliver the convocation address.
Chief Justice Shri Ashish Jiten Desai, Chancellor of the University, Justice S. Shri Jagan, the Vice Chancellor, Mr. P. Rajiv, Minister for Law, Industries and Coir, Government of Kerala, Justice Anil K. Narendra, Judge, Kerala High Court, Mr. Hebe Eden, Member of Parliament, Mr. K. Gopal Krishna Kurup, Advocate General of the State of Kerala and the High Court, Justice Radhakishan, who has been so kind to be here, members of the Academic Council, General Council and Executive Council, learned professors and other members of the teaching faculty of the university, registrar and officers of the university, members of the non-teaching staff, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and last but not the least, my dear fellow students. First of all, let me thank Chief Justice Desai, the Chancellor of the University, for inviting me here and making me a part of this grand event. This event, which celebrates the achievements of our students. This is indeed a proud moment for the law graduates, the batch of 23 who have just got their degree of BA LLB honors, and also those who have got their LLM degree, as well as the 2 students who have got their PhD today, and also the students who have received the awards and the medals. Congratulations to all of you. But most of it must go to your teachers, and more particularly to your parents, who have made sacrifices in your upbringing and who must have saved their hard-earned money to educate you. Now today, when I am in your midst, my memory takes me back to my own university days of late 70s and early 80s. See, my university days of Allahabad and Delhi, how pure it used to be, how true and how confident we all were. See, that was a time where we had so many ideas, and more particularly, we had ideals. Only youth can have ideal. You have it, and you must cherish it as long as you can. Now, all of us are also gathered here, not just the law student, but all of us. We all owe a great deal to our teachers, because it is our teachers who first whetted our desire to know more, who asked us to question everything, who asked us to be inquisitive. So today is the day when we must thank our teachers as well. And finally, it is here in the universities that we learn to become the argumentative Indian that we all are. Professor Rajiv Bhargava has recently come out with a book called Between Hope and Despair, where he describes a nation as a people in continuous conversation. Now, this is such a beautiful definition of a nation. He says a nation is a people who are in continuous conversation. And where would be a better place where you find people in continuous conversation than our universities, where we have a continuous conversation not only in our classrooms, but in our canteens, in our libraries, and in our usual addas, not only with our teachers, but with our peers. It is here, in these universities, that you will make your lifelong friends. It is here in this university that you will ultimately find a book in a library which you thought that I must have read it long back. It is here where you will ultimately plan your career. You will plan how to go about it. Therefore, these 5 years which you have spent at this university perhaps are the most important period of your life. But I'm afraid today we also live in a culture of intense competition. There's a cutthroat competition going out there which we call the real world. Each one of us wants to be the best. Each one of us wants to beat the other. I can understand the kind of peer pressure each one of you must be having. But by doing all this, I think somewhere you're all losing the plot. Because there is no great achievement in beating your friends in a classroom, in school grades. As Ernest Hemingway has said, there is no greatness in being better than your fellow being. True greatness lies in being better than your former self. Therefore, when today you leave the campus of this university and you sincerely feel in your heart that today you are much better off than you were when you came to this campus 5 years back, I think you have done a good work. And I think your teachers must also think about it, that it's a project well done. I therefore personally do not approve of this system, this culture, the entire culture, where such a great importance is being given to intelligence. No one can underestimate the value of intelligence, but I am against this culture which values intelligence over all other virtues. Virtues such as compassion, such as hard work, integrity. Remember, it is after all your heart which will ultimately govern your brain. And as Dostoevsky would say, it is not the brain that matters, but what matters is which guides the brain, which is your character, your heart, your generous qualities, and your progressive values. I would therefore beseech each and every one of you to fully immerse yourself in reading and learning of this great subject called law. And when we speak of learning of law, we do not merely mean the statute or the commentaries made on this statute, but we mean the allied subjects. We mean history, economics, political science, sociology, and of course philosophy. Fall in love with the books and the libraries. Always strive to work hard you're bound to succeed. Never be overawed by those who try to frighten you with their wit and their brain. You just keep working hard and plodding. You're bound to succeed. I would therefore just give a small incident. Justice Cardozo is one of the most erudite and celebrated US Supreme Court judges, and he had this to say about himself. Justice Cardozo, speaking about himself, he says, "In truth, I am nothing but a plodding mediocrity." Please observe, a plodding mediocrity. For a mere mediocrity does not go very far, but a plodding one gets quite a distance. There is joy in that success, and a distinction can come from courage, fidelity, and industry. Therefore, today, all of you who are now have their law degrees with you have several options to choose from. Those of you who have got their PhD now would like to further pursue in academics. You would like to further research, or would you like to teach, which is such a noble profession. Many of you may choose to be corporate lawyers or be law officers in big companies. All governments, from the union government to the state governments to the panchayats, are looking for some kind of a legal assistance. Many of you may join a consultancy firm or an NGO, or you may even opt for a career in legal journalism. Some of you would like to choose judiciary as a career, and maybe have already begun preparations for that. But I presume the majority of you would like to be a litigator, which again is a very diverse area, as you have to choose between the lush commercial courtrooms in the urban areas to the district courts and even the outlying courts. There is a Supreme Court and there are many high courts, not to speak of the gamut of tribunals which we have in this country. But whatever you do as a litigator, I must tell you that you will get a chance to meet a wide variety of people. Professors will come to your chamber and so will the students. You will have corporate giants and workers, big landlords and peasants. You will have lawmakers and the alleged lawbreakers, saints and sinners. They will all be seeking your assistance. Let me be frank. There is no other profession in the world which will give you the opportunity to meet and know such a wide variety of people coming from all walks of life and all strata of our society. Not only this, you will have the first-hand knowledge of why the price of food grain rises or why the real estate market would crash. The profession makes you aware of the society like no other profession, and it also makes you aware of the laws which govern the society. Now, if you ultimately decide to become an advocate, you'll have to learn some basic craft and some necessary etiquettes in a courtroom. All this will come to you with experience, as experience is a very important factor in an advocate's professional life. But the sooner you learn, the better it's going to be. You must learn when to stand and address a court and when to sit down. Not only you must learn to speak clearly, but when to speak, what to speak, how much to speak, and when to stop. But most importantly, you must have absolute integrity to your work, to your brief, and you must always keep the interest of the client you are representing uppermost in your mind. Yet, you should never forget that you are also an officer of the court and have an equal responsibility towards the court. I always tell my young lawyer friends that in a courtroom, a lawyer is not merely arguing for a case, he is also arguing for his reputation. Therefore, never, ever, even inadvertently, make a misleading statement before a court. But then whatever you do, wherever you go, try to be true to yourself. Make your choices carefully. Be sure of your priorities. I am aware lawyers earn a lot of money these days. But should that be a motivating factor for you? I would just ask. Instead, in my opinion, Mahatma Gandhi should be an inspiration for you even as a lawyer. If you read his autobiography, My Experiments with Truth, you will find how Mahatma Gandhi, when he was a lawyer in South Africa, how he used to give priority to peace and settlement over prolonged litigation. Brian Stevenson and Albert Sachs should also be inspiring you. These are the two personalities you must be reading. Albert Sachs is in fact a living legend whose Lithuanian parents had migrated to South Africa. Now, Sachs was a lawyer who helped in the struggle against the racist apartheid regime in South Africa. Therefore, in 1988, an attempt was made on his life. A bomb was planted in his car, which exploded and which killed a passerby, and it took away the right hand of Sachs and his left eye. But Sachs, he mercifully survived, and he continued to teach law. After the end of the apartheid regime, Nelson Mandela made him a judge of the South African Constitution Court. But that is not important. What is important is that years later, after the end of the apartheid regime, Sachs actually meets the person who was the mastermind in that attempt made on his life. His name was Henry. Now, Sachs tells Henry that he would not like Henry to be arrested, but then he should try to forgive himself. Henry should try to forgive himself by facing the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. You must read about the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. So he says, go to the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, face it, and say before it whatever you have to. Now, Henry eventually confessed to his crime before this commission. You'll remember, Justice Kaul also speaks about the formation of a similar commission in India in his concurring opinion in the Article 371 judgment, which has been recently delivered by the Supreme Court. Brian Stevenson is again an American lawyer, social activist, and a law professor whom you should be reading about. He has been working for the minorities and the poor. It was largely due to his effort that improvement has been made in the criminal justice system in the USA. He has saved dozens of death row prisoners and continues to work for them. Sometimes back he wrote his memoir called Just Mercy. I'm told a film has also been made on it, but you must read about him. His life is very inspiring. But to those of you who will opt for judiciary, there must be a statutory warning. All of you must be prepared, and eventually you must get used to a life which is somewhat reclusive. Your nature of work would demand that. But then the society also places a judge very high in its esteem. See, I remember in my early days as a lawyer in Allahabad, my neighbor was a retired High Court judge. And I used to watch with curiosity every day when this judge used to go for his evening walk with his wife. He used to get so much of respect with everyone. Everyone showed him with a lot of respect. When he used to walk inside a local market, the shopkeeper will leave the customer, will attend to him. If he'll go to any function, people will show out praise to him. They will try to corner him. They will try to please him, try to talk to him, get a photograph with him. He was Justice Jagmohan Lal Sinha. He was the judge who gave his verdict in the celebrated election petition of Mrs. Gandhi in the year 1975. Now, years later, I became very close to him, and I used to seek advice from him from time to time. In many ways, he became my mentor. So one day I asked him, as I said, "Sir, don't you think you were slightly harsh to Mrs. Indira Gandhi?" And he replied softly, he said, "No, not at all. But yes, if anything was harsh, it was the law which was harsh. Perhaps the law was harsh." Justice Sinha was a role model for a generation of lawyers and judges and is an iconic figure in Allahabad High Court. Just earlier, I had cautioned young lawyers on their conduct in courtrooms. Some of that will also apply to judges or aspiring judges. Remember, a judge has to be both do substantive as well as procedural justice. A judge has to be courteous to lawyers as well as to litigants. You must read your file carefully, but you should never parade your knowledge. And most importantly, a judge should never make up his mind till he has heard the last argument. You are being watched in a courtroom by a litigant sitting somewhere in the corner of the room. As Justice Ahram Barak would say, you're not the only one who is conducting a trial. In the eyes of a litigant in a courtroom, it is a judge who's daily on trial. Thomas Noon Telford was a judge of the Court of Common Pleas in England in the mid-19th century, and he was a very good friend of Charles Dickens. In fact, Dickens dedicated his book Pickwick Papers to Telford. Now, Telford has this to say, and it's very important. He said, "Fill the seats of justice with good men who are not so absolute in their goodness as to forget what human frailties are, what human weaknesses are. Therefore, it is important for a judge to give a decision, but before he does that, it's more important for a judge to understand and to feel." Lastly, I would say to all of you who are making your career now in various fields which are open to you, that there will be time when you will feel frustrated, even depressed. You may doubt your abilities. You may feel that you are in the wrong profession, but you will come out of it with a little patience and forbearance. Such doubts have come to all of us and we have come out of it. But what is going to be more difficult, though, would be when you have to make a choice. When you have to take sides. It will be these choices that will ultimately define you in life. Elie Wiesel, the Holocaust survivor and the Nobel Peace Prize winner of 1986, whom the Norwegian Nobel Committee called the messenger to mankind, wrote this, and I quote, he said, "I swore never to be silent whenever and wherever human being endures suffering and humiliation. We must take sides. Neutrality helps the oppressor, never the victim. Silence encourages the tormentor, never the tormented." You will always take the right decisions. I am absolutely sure of that. If you take these decisions with truth and courage. In fact, the two go together. They are inseparable. You remember Mr. Sirvai, the noted jurist and advocate, whose commentary on the Indian Constitution in three volumes is the most regarded scholarly work on the Constitution. Now, he died in the year 1996, and in his memory a book came in the year 2000 which was called The Sirvai Legacy, which was published largely through the efforts of his wife, who also contributed an article for the book. And there she wrote that her husband, Mr. Sirvai, was very fond of the novels of Sir Walter Scott. And one of the sentences that Scott had written he had himself written in bold letters in his table. And that was, it said, without courage, there cannot be truth. And without truth, there can be no other virtue. My dear students, with courage and honesty, you will cross mountains, surmount every trouble, and most importantly, you will never regret the decisions you have taken in your life. For this journey, truth and courage should be your two most necessary equipments. Today, on this momentous occasion, you must pledge to yourself that you will never leave the path of honesty, hard work, and justice. That you will always have the courage to speak truth. And that you will be patient and honorable if you ever face a defeat. And always be humble in your hour of glory and success, which I am sure you will have in plenty. I wish you all the success. May all of you shine and shine like sun. Thank you. Jai Hind.
The Honorable Chancellor will now present a memento to the Chief Guest. Sir, we request you to kindly accept this as a token of our gratitude.
Thank you, sir. We request the Honorable Chancellor to dissolve the convocation.
Dissolve the convocation.
The lunch has been served at the academic block. I request the students and the parents to use the entry in front of the men's hall.